All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and thank you for joining me. Um, today's we are going to focus on Kebbi State. Do you guys remember this guy called Abubakar Malami, the former Attorney General of the Federation under Buhari? Buhari administration received a lot of money from Parish Club and JC money from Abacha's loot. And under Buhari, Nigeria was not supposed to borrow money from any other country to do any project in Nigeria because of so much money that was returned to the country through Abacha's loot. But recall that under Buhari government borrowed more than any other government that was before him. Those money got to just few individuals, corrupt honorable criminals in Asu Rock and other parts of the Federation. But we are going to focus on Abubakar Malami, that was the Attorney General at that time. He was the one that oversees the money that came in from Parish Club and Juicy because of the Abacha loot. I recall that this Malami guy just got in trouble because of 212 billion that was traced to him and a luxurious hotel that was traced to him and a mega mosque that was built in his compound and other luxurious apartment that was linked to this Malami guy that was recently bailed out from prison for over 1 billion naira just to release one person. Over 1 billion naira was paid to get him out. Imagine that. So this is a country that has money, is so blessed, but it's a country that cannot boast for 24 hours electricity. Terrible roads all over the country. Hospital, there's nothing to take home about. People are dying because of lack of equipment. Even in Asu Rock that Buhari spent billions of naira in that clinic, they cannot even stay there to get themselves treated. They rather go on the medical and tourism outside because of a terrible government themselves that are overseen. That is how corrupt and disastrous leaders that we have in Nigeria. Nigeria is bad. The cable has done a very good, credible reporting and investigating this Malami guy that was locked up because of 212 billion that was traced to his account. Let's look at how this Malami guy got his money. According to the cable, Malami billions traced to Abacha loot, Parish Club refund, CBN agri loans. That is how this guy stole all the money that he got to build those buildings and that got him in trouble. So investigators have linked a bulk of the wealth of Abubakar Malami, the former Attorney General of the Federation, to a number of sources the cable can report. At the top of the list are parish club refund made to states, unpaid loan taken from the Central Bank of Nigeria under the Anchor Borrowers Program, and the restitution of Abacha's loot to Nigeria. That is how this man cornered all those money to his personal account and from few corrupt officers in Aso Rock. Like I said, Nigeria is blessed, but we have a very poor leaders, lack of sense of responsibility. They are not ashamed of even traveling to outside to see how people use their resources to develop their country. But they rather go there and enjoy themselves and come here and cry and cry with you and me that Nigeria is poor. And whoever that told you that Nigeria is poor is lying to you, just trying to make you sympathize with these corrupt, terrible leaders that we kept selecting or electing, whatever means they get to where they are to oversee the economy of Nigeria. This is a country that is so blessed, but they are lacking in leadership. Corruptions everywhere. Banditry are being empowered by corrupt money just to keep themselves in power. And that is the country we find ourselves. Malami has been detained by the EFCC. Like I said, he was just released recently. He spent his holidays in jail, and he was able to pay over £1 billion to get himself out. And many other government under and many other officers under them Buhari warned them that when they catch them that they should not call him, that he is not going to bail them out. All right, let's look at what what's it called, the Sahara reporter just reported. All right, Sahara reporter reported that Juicy to return $9.5 million Abacha loot to Nigeria for infrastructural development. So this is not the first time they are saying this, that they are going to return the money to Abacha looted for infrastructural development. But under Buhari, so much money was returned to Nigeria, which make others believe that Nigeria is not a very poor country. Rather, we have poor leaders, poor and shameful leaders in government today. Imagine how much money came in during that period of Buhari. Yet, the government of Buhari borrowed more than any other government before him. What do they do with the money? Nothing. They just embezzle it. And now, it has just been reported that Juicy is about to return 9.5 million again. They also say they are going to use it for infrastructure, which they also promised last time. Let's hear some of the thing other people are saying regarding this money. This guy said, General Abacha, the gift that keeps on giving. The other one said, in 2090, you will be hearing Abacha again. Abacha continued to send us credit alert from the great beyond. And that is the only thing, that is the only money we've seen can talk about that Abacha stole. We don't know the one that is in Nigeria, because you cannot convince me that Abacha only stole and sent it to overseas. He also, kept some money here. But you're not going to hear from Nigerian government any day that there was something that was left or found that belongs to Abacha that they have recovered. Even the EFCC people that have been going about seizing properties and money, you cannot trace any of those money to any project that has been done in Nigeria. They only return the loot and they reloot it again. That is Nigeria for you. And that is why when Amechi said that Nigeria will not be better in any day, people were criticizing him that Buhari should sack him because he said that. But that is the truth, because he's in the system, knowing fully well that Nigeria is so corrupt and there is nothing good will come out of any corruptions that people are saying they are fighting. Because recall that Buhari was one that people believe that he's going to fight corruption to the end, but under him it was worst, and company folded and people lose jobs and all that under Buhari. And today Malami is in trouble, and the other guy that was Minister of Labor is also in trouble, and many other people will get in trouble if this Jagaban's government sit up, because we all are aware that there were a lot of corruptions under Buhari. Even her daughter also said it, that the father was not happy because people felt that he did not do a good job because of those that were under him. So, guys, Nigeria is not poor. The only area we are lacking is leaders. Leaders are poor. They are disgusting, and they are only interested in going to overseas for medical treatment. Even Buhari himself spent billions in Aso Rock Clinic that even he died in London, leaving all those billions wasted. He went to London and even he could not survive. That is the Nigeria that we find ourselves today, and that is why some of us are standing up to say, calling our leaders out, because things are not getting better. Things are getting worse by the day. Every government that comes after the other one are getting worse and worse and worse. And nobody's going to fix this for us. It's only us that will fix it. And that is why we have to, stand up and challenge these criminals that are in calling themselves ministers and governors and even local government chairmen. They are all corrupt. There's nothing to write home about. People are dying. People are suffering, going to the hospital. Even people are dying in the hospital because of lack of equipment, because of corruption. All is because of corruption. Because if there were no corruption, people will survive. They will buy equipment in there and all that. But let me hear from you from the comment section what you think about what is going on in Nigeria. Thanks for watching, and keep watching. Thanks.